We go out filming in public locations and there's usually just no one around. I don't know if it's just the city we live in or whatever, but yeah, Houston, not a lot of people really walk around and do stuff. A lot of people like to stay inside, so we're very lucky in a way to have a city where no one wants to go outside. Usually because it's too hot or just there's nothing to really do out there. So we film whenever we can. It's usually middle of the day to late afternoon. We have it pretty much all written out. Usually it's all here. The plot, how it's going to wrap up. It's the middle part that's not really finished, but we do know how we want to end it. So, yeah. Pretty much RPG Parade is done. Being written. But, as in filming, let's say another 2-3 years, there's still a lot of RPG Parade to be filmed. Did you know how far this was going to go when you first started? No. We did not. No. Thought it was going to be 1 episode. Then we thought it was going to be 10. Now it's 60. That's it. How difficult it is for you to write out more of the plot. It is very easy to write out more of the plot. I can write epics. That's my specialty. I don't know. I just can write long stories. I can make stories go on forever if I wanted. I can always come up with something. But we don't want a story to go on forever. In fact, I think it's better to watch a short story, you know, and make it compact and have a lot of things going on than a really long story. And then again, it just depends. RPGs definitely should be long. So yeah, we're doing a good thing with RPG Parade, I guess. Maybe. So the next question is from The Infinite EX. Why do you always normally just use the BAA Big Buster? Well, Big Buster is the best opening BAA because it has the highest chance to start a BAA combo. Now, you can always have a BAA combo started with other moves. However, the Big Buster is the cheapest to use with the fighting spirit points, and it also has the highest chance to stun, and it has the highest chance to start a BAA combo. So yeah, that's why I always use Big Buster first. Okay, this is from Ryo Tono. What do? You are rich in order to feed the greedy Nomi, the drunk Whiffler, and Mad Steel. I am a city bus driver. I drive the bus, public transportation. And yeah, I don't really make that much money. I make an okay amount, but honestly, a lot of credit card debt. You see, it's not that cheap, especially if you want to be considerate. Now, when we go on film, I usually pay for the food and the gas. Usually, if it's like a big thing. But if it's like just a small shoot, then it's just food. So, in the past 4.5 years, RPG Parade has cost me about $6,000 to $7,000 to make. This is from ZoneBlade90. What? Your thoughts on SOPA? Wizard Rumble? First of all, my thoughts on SOPA. It sucks, obviously. I mean, who wants to have SOPA? I don't. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. What are we going to do? I mean, we can rebel as much as we want. We can, you know, tell the senators to not vote for it or vote against it. But in the end, the government will do what the government does. And we just find a way around it. That's it. You know, whatever happens, we just go with it and we go against it, or we do whatever we have to do. You know, and I think if SOPA did happen, it would force us to be more creative with how we do things on YouTube and on the internet in general. So it's like, you know, you can relate it to warfare. Whenever war happened, there were so many new ingenuities that would come out in the medical field or with weapons, science. So yeah, it could be a very bad thing, but it can also be a good thing. Innovation is what would happen probably. But either way, innovation is going crazy with the internet the way it is now, so I don't see it really going any other way. Wizard Rumble. Wizard Rumble is basically my training ground for special effects. So if I'm going to make more videos with heavier special effects, Wizard Rumble is that practice ground. So when you watch Wizard Rumble, there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of magic, a lot of special effects. Team FFR. I don't understand your new title. What is it? Is it epic like RPG Parade or something shorter? So I'm thinking you're referring to Wizard Rumble. And no, it's not epic. It's just short 1 minute, 2 minute battles with a lot of special effects put in there. So I'm thinking the editing will be ranging from 40 to 60 hours per 1 minute. A typical day is the other show, and it's just short comedy sketches. Also, there's a new series that I want to do, which involves voiceovers, which I'll get into that soon. So we'll do that later. Okay, this question is from Guardian BB3. RPG Parade never really puts straightforward what the character's strengths and weaknesses are. Okay, Janman is extremely high in offense. He is the highest damage dealer in the game. So you usually put him in the front lines. And he has high enough hit points where he can take enough damage. So, Janman, high strength, high hit points. That's his strengths. And his weaknesses are low defense. He doesn't have anything but offensive techniques. Other characters have healing or stat boosting or something, but he's betting it all on offense. Gree has no particular strengths or weakness. He's just able to deal with any situation, much like Steel. Steel is also very well-rounded. So you can say Gree and Steel have well-rounded skills. They're good in any situation, pretty much. Nomi has high special attack, but she's mostly supportive. She can, boost stats like haste and all these other things that help you have a better offensive-oriented character. Or have a better offensive-oriented party. Abika is your thief, high evade, high dexterity, and moderately high attack, actually. So they're pretty good offensively and defensively. Their skill set's great. I mean, Abika is one of my favorite characters to put in the party because they can do a lot. They can steal, they can fight well, but they don't have very high hit points, so by chance, if they get hit by one really hard critical hit, they can die pretty much in one shot from a boss. So Abika is definitely a chance card too. I mean, they're great all around in a way, but if they get hit once, they could die or get knocked out. I don't want my cousins to die. Whiffler is a tank. Whiffler can take damage like nobody else's business, but of course he doesn't fight very well. He's prone to having glancing blows. He doesn't have high dexterity, so faster opponents can dodge him easily. But we haven't fought many fast opponents yet. Whiffler's just really tough. I mean, if you have Whiffler in a battle, he can last the whole battle, pretty much, without having to worry about healing him too much. Unless it's a boss fight, of course. Then the bosses usually target him because he trash talks them, and then they have to go kill Whiffler. But yeah, Whiffler's high defense, low offense. Simple. Botter is like a mix between Nomi and Whiffler. He's a tank that has stat boosting skills. Not very high offense, not very high evade, but his skills and his defense is pretty good. So support and defense for Botter. Tochi is very high in special defense, so that means he can heal very well, and any kind of magic attack he has a very high defense against, so he's perfect to fight against Bea and Diva, but he's not so good against Panzer or any direct physical attack. You can think of Tochi like a paladin. As he progresses later on, he becomes a stronger fighter and he becomes a great healer, so he's very important. If anything, in a battle, Tochi's the most important to keep alive, because if we don't have a healer, we're screwed. And the last party member, which you haven't seen yet, will be Ara. That's her name. Ara will be the new character, and she's very high with evasion, and her skill set supports all about evasion and speed. So you'll see her. She's very graceful. I'm very excited, and I can't wait until you guys see Ara. Arabesque, that's her full name. Now, one last thing. I wanted to run by you guys another set of questions. This new series I want to do is going to try to help me work on voices. I'm known to do a couple of voices. Like, let's see. Otacon, do you read me? It's me. Solid Snake. I want a cardboard box. Do you have a cardboard box for me? I want to live in a cardboard box. Metal Gear. I don't even know if I really sound like him. Yeah, so there's Solid Snake. There's Jason Statham. If you watch Jason Statham movies and it Transporter 1, Transporter 2, Transporter 3. Or if you want Sean Connery, of course, Sean the Puppet. You've seen him before. Yeah, I have his voice as well. Well then, Kakarot, I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Well, Vegeta, of course you are. Vegeta, we have to get even stronger. Yeah, I have to train your son Gohan because he's a punk. See? So, there's a list there, and just tell me which characters you want to hear and have a conversation. So pick 2 or 3 characters. Tell me what you want them to talk about. Give me any topic, and I'll have them duke it out and talk to each other and see what kind of craziness we come from. So 3 characters. Give me a topic of discussion. So let's say Vegeta and Goku and Piccolo. Kakarot, I've always had feelings for you. Like friends? Because, yeah, I can see us being friends forever. BFFs. No, I mean, like, beyond friends. Oh no, I know where this is going. Good thing I'm a Namek. You know, stuff like that. I used to be Bond, but now I'm not. I'm moving on to the next phase of my life, which is Bond's director, his teacher. And then I'm taking over and being the new Bond, the rough and tough kind of Bond. After Daniel Craig, it'll be me, Jason. It's me, Mario. Waha! You're number 1.